guess I am only 15 minutes late instead of like an hour late this time, which is an improvement from the first one of these. I never get anywhere on time. I'm just gonna go let this roll for a few minutes and see if anyone comes on in. Is there any last minute? Do I want to do the YouTuber things and throw this all on social media before we start? I don't know if I feel like doing that. I feel like there's something that I need to do that I'm not remembering. How about... no. Alright, never mind that. Alright, I think I will actually just start playing now. Alright, so that text, can I make that text go away? That's a good start. Alright, here we are, English, playing in English. Let's see, this should be, how far did we get? We got through World 1, 95% of World 1 apparently. I think I'm just missing a couple of, gemstones here and there. This level, didn't get all the gemstones. Nip Arc 4XL, hello. That's a name that I had to read several times before I was understanding what I was seeing. Are there any settings that I wanted to change from last time? I remember playing around with these cursor options, and there's rather a lot of cursors still to unlock. We'll probably do some more of that today, and there is an achievement tied to that, isn't there? Somewhere in this list. Alright, don't feel like looking through that right now. So, World 2 is the beach level. I'm trying to guess. This one looks like tropical. This one looks like... I don't know what that one looks like. That one looks like a desert level. I can sort of guess what some of these look like. I'm guessing at least one of these is a volcano level. That one, underwater maybe? I see like corals and sea plants and stuff. That's probably Arctic level. That doesn't look very volcano-y. There's got to be a volcano level in there. Anyway, World 2. Let's see. So, this is indeed the beach level. And we're gonna go drink some water because my throat is still a little bit weird. That's why I was late. I woke up with a sore throat, and it sort of eventually faded over the course of the morning, but it was still annoying. So what am I looking for? There's a watermelon, a volleyball, some kind of seashell, an emblem, another seashell. Alright, pink cat. I feel like a pink cat should be easy to find. Let's start that as a warm-up. It might be inside. I'm not sure if I'm liking this pencil cursor as much as I thought I was going to. Is there another... Am I gonna have to move something out of the way? I don't see a pink cat, which makes me think it's probably gonna be underneath something. There's the radio. Alright, so EBF3 beach music? It's one of those sand creeps. Alright, that's an emblem. I recognize that. Here we have a mouse. Seashell? No, that doesn't, no interaction on that. I mean, there is an interaction on that, but it doesn't, like, become an important item or anything like that. Inside these clams. Alright, that's a card. That's the one card in this level. The Thorny Creep is what its name is. Let me see. I feel like, are these clickable? Are those, like currency? That one's currency. And there's one of those rings. Oh, that was a satisfying sound. Alright, that does come off the wall. That one does not come off the wall. Oh, on the roof there's a gem. Alright, we're gonna grab that. What? It's an interesting sound. Wait a minute. What's this color palette thing at the top for? Oh, I can draw on the screen with the pencil? Can I do that with all the cursors? That must be new. I think that's new. Fascinating. I saw... Okay, in here, that's one of the shells. That's one of the targets. Do the cannon shoot any... Wow. Alright, so that's another one of the targets. Sorry, cats. I need a bottle, coconuts. I feel like the bottle is going to be around, like, one of the shipwrecks or... something that's a watermelon, something that the cats are drinking. Maybe inside? No, those are different bottles. In that case, probably somewhere around here. Hello. This is also not the same bottle. Oh, it's over here. Alright, so I guess I thought the first one in... Alright, that's a currency. I thought the first one in this world was going to be a little bit harder than the first one in World 1, because we're a little ways into the game now, but it looks like this is still kind of a tutorial level of sorts. Hello, beetle. Where could the pink cat be, though? I feel like there's another hidden, like, cutaway that's going to be revealed if I click on it. I feel like it can't be that hard to hide a pink cat in plain sight. Oh, wait, is that it? There we go, yeah. Alright. And that's a bunny. I think that was a target in a previous level. We still need coconut, which could be anywhere. Paper, which really could be anywhere in a volleyball. And, two gemstones. Two of those. Problem is, not all of those coins... I think the coins generally are not a, The coins are generally not like a collectible. In the same way that... Oh. Okay. I mean, I can make a lot of coin, like, graphics appear, like particle effects appear, when I click on that, but I can't collect any of them. I have a sneeze stuck in my throat. This is gonna irritate me. I have to try and talk through that. Alright, cool. Oh, here's a volleyball. That's the next one. I'm going to stay here, thank you very much. Was that like a shrimp food item thing? I think that was a shrimp food item thing. I still need... Yeah, I was playing with that earlier. I still need a coconut. The coconut's gotta be, like, at the bottom of a palm tree, right? It can't be too far away from the palm tree that it came from. But I'm not seeing... Unless it's, like, hidden behind something else, which it could be. Is there anything else that moves? This boat. Did I try this boat already? I think I already tried that boat. I forget if there was something on it. Paper. The paper, I feel like, is probably going to be somewhere around the shipwreck. Maybe like a message in a bottle? What do you do? Do you... Alright, Oh, sorry, dog. You, don't like the head pats when you're treading water too much. What about this? No, I can't make anything pop out of there. Out of the backpack. Oh, neat. The music, like, fades out when I zoom out. I wonder if that happens with the regular level music, or if that only happens with the music that's playing through the radio. I'll have to pay attention to that in the next level. But before we get to the next level... Alright, there's nothing on the exterior there. How am I so bad at this? This giant whale skeleton thing. There's a part of me that thinks that, like, it should open its mouth if I click on it, but it's not doing it, so I guess that's not... I guess that's not part of the game. I don't suppose anyone in the audience has seen any like half-open coconuts or like a piece of paper, a weathered piece of paper. Or the last gemstone, for that matter. If this goes on for too long, I will use the hint system. Maybe at the 10-minute mark or so. That was part of the slime. Can I make the big slime go poof? I cannot make the big slime go poof. Alright, that one doesn't open. Oh, that was the mask that was on the wall. Oh, here's the paper. Alright, that under that rope. I almost clicked on that by accident, but I did see it. So I just need a coconut. Alright. Where's Waldo? Where's my coconut? This moves when you push it back and forth, but it doesn't appear to contain anything. There's no way to move the cannon, right? That one just exploded when I clicked on it. I can't turn any of the whole coconuts into half coconuts by clicking on them, can I? That's not really how this usually works. You don't... Except for, like, the explosives or whatever, you don't usually transform an object. Is that a map? Is that like the actual like map sprite from the menus in the Epic Battle Fantasy games? I feel like that's what that is. A couple of graphics that I have noticed were used between this game and the EBF games. I wonder how easy Flash makes that to do. In the same way that Game Maker has like the acid package system. I don't know if Flash gives you something like that as well. Alright, I'm just gonna go and ask for a hint on the last one. Western direction. So, west of probably this palm tree. Probably significantly so, because if it was in the like north or more to the north or south, it would have said that. There's not really that much of the level for it to hide in, though. Can I chop down one of these trees and make them like fall and reveal something behind them? There don't appear to be any trees that I can chop down, so that's probably not it. Oh, here it is. All right, there we go. Alright, so what about the last currency? Should I stay for that? I haven't really been on top of that in the last couple of levels, but I also don't want to hold everything up. Alright, I think I will exit this one and proceed with the next one. Alright, so that was a warm-up. Are you the new person? Are you Drago? Oh, have we not been introduced to Anna yet? Not now, Anna. I've got something important to say to Drago. Rude, but okay. I'm stuck here all day anyway. It's me again, Lance. I've been informed that I may have been a bit overbearing earlier and pressured you too much to try hard mode. It's just that a lot of work went into the difficulty options, but I've realized now that I spoke out of line. How do you choose to play the game is your business, and my interference could invalidate the results of the beta test. So ignore what I said and play however you wish. You should get a bonus. Heh, yeah. I actually don't get paid at all unless the game is successful, so tell all your friends to buy it. Believe me, I've been doing that. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to work. I'm working on some cool features that you'll probably see soon. Alright, so that is 2-1. Fishing outpost is 2-2. Okay, so I can actually interact with parts of the level here. You two. Let's get this started. Next level is a little bit different from the others. It's a spot the difference type level. So you're not searching for a list of objects, but instead you're trying to find the differences between two images. Oh, this is going to be even worse. But other than that, most aspects of the game function exactly the same as before. Does that make sense? Let me see. Okay, so we have basically split screen. And the music does fade in and out when I like zoom in and out, so that's neat. So we're gonna go there's 12 differences. Alright, so this is gonna be this is gonna be harder because I don't really know what I'm looking for. And I'm just gonna have to find the differences on my own. Alright, so this is a gear, not an anchor. Okay, this is interesting. I did not know this was coming. There's a video game console. Gotta click on that. Oh, alright. Don't mind if I do. But there's probably something to be noticed inside here, right? Doesn't look like I don't see anything inside there. Let's try up. Okay, so it's not too big of a level. What about over here? All right, this is a message in a bottle versus a paper boat thing. That's a turtle. There simply is no frog on the right side there. Okay. I wonder, are there going to be a lot of levels like this in this game? Or is this just going to be like a one-off sea turtle down there? Under the lantern sledge, thank you. Again, I'm going to have to remember like where exactly I was on screen when you said that. Oh, under the lantern over here. Oh, is that one that I already got? Is there like a significant stream delay? Oh no, this guy here. Okay. All right, that's 4 out of 12. What about on this island? My instinct is that in like every like sub location on the map there probably should be something, but that's probably not going to account for everything still. Sand bucket, the bird is the same. Sorry. The bird is the same. This no swimming sign, boink, is the same. I don't know what this like peg in the water is supposed to be, but that's the same. This seal. Wait. Oh, I see. The white splotches on the ear and the one in the nose and the other. All right. What about over here? The ship isn't moving. This looks like a pearl. All right, that's currency. Inside, toilet paper versus banana. That is not probably where I would choose to store my bananas, but you do you. We're gonna go. That one was just a that didn't exist in the other version. What about? Okay, so one's a fish and one is a beaver. I'll go in the house next. That's a currency. What about? What is this? Can I make the wheel like move? That would be funny. But I can't make you like run and turn the wheel and drop the fishing net. All right, that's another dog. Different types of dog. We are gonna stay here. This is actually going faster than I thought it was going to. Let's see. Have I done everything except for the inside of the house? Should I go inside the house now? You see, now that I've seen that one dog that was like almost the same but vaguely different, I'm having to like double check every single animal that I see. The giant squid, perhaps. Anyway, let's go inside. Alright, so that's shiny. That's something I want. These soda and/or beer cans inside there are the same. You can play with the music. Alright, on the stove there is not a, you know, food. Shrimp. Oh, I didn't even notice that. I was just looking at them to see if they, like, fell or had any other interaction. I just need one more. Why does this music sound familiar? Have I heard this one in this game so far already, or am I thinking of, like... Is this, like, music that I've heard somewhere else? Alright, where could the last one be? It's always going to be the last one, isn't it, that I'm not getting? Well, no, the other level was the last two. The precise layout of the, like, water lilies are the same. Alright, there's nothing there. Oh, I haven't found a card yet. I should also try and find the card. Have I gone in here yet? I have gone in here yet. Is there any part of the level I haven't looked at yet? Windmill. Bird. Alright, we can anger the birds. I still feel like there should be something here that I'm not seeing on this island, but it's not a big island. Oh, I thought that was a rock or something like that. It's not a big island. All right, there's currency over there, and I feel like there's not that much space in here to hide something. Same type of duck. Two rubber ducks over there, or ducklings, or whatever they are. Crab, pig, insects. On this island back here, there's a thing in that clamshell. On top of the cloud, there's a gem. All right, interesting place to hide one of those. I feel like I went over the inside of this house pretty thoroughly. 2 meat hooks, a fish bone, squid, a fish. Wait, what? Oh, I just ate it. Alright. I can eat all of the shrimps, apparently. Except for that one. I can't eat that one. Nothing behind the refrigerator. I checked the boats already. I don't think I saw anything there. Very bright blue frog, poison dart frog or whatever. Fish eggs. You're the same. Anything like underneath? Can't really see much underneath this house. Nothing on the outside either. It's one of those slime cat things. By the way, what happens if I, like, draw with the cursor in this level? Does it appear in both? Does it appear in both, sides? Alright, can I just not draw with the cursor in this level? That's too bad. That would be interesting if it actually did appear in both sides. What about these fish? The differences usually aren't subtle. They usually are like a whole different object. Except for the dog. That one was kind of subtle. One of the logs in the bridge. That's a good point. That was something that, didn't really... Alright, that's currency. Something that I didn't really, like, spend a lot of time looking at. Alright, there's a card. Alright. So that was productive, but that wasn't, last difference. Anything else that I think maybe could move? These are just... Oh, wow, okay, good job. That was one of the ones that I didn't realize when I clicked on it. That was, one of them is rotated. Alright, very funny. I think I'm gonna get out of there for now. And, yo, you've already been here for a while, but we haven't been introduced yet. I'm Anna. I'm the artist for Find Matt's Cats. Everything you've seen so far was drawn by me. Well, except for a few artworks made by guest artists. Ask me anything you want to know. How did you learn to draw? What tools do you use? Are you available? One of these is not like the others. I actually am curious about this. Macromedia Flash, most people haven't heard of it yet, but it's going to be the next big thing. When was the last time it was called Macromedia? That was the company that owned Flash before Adobe bought it like 25 years ago. That's going back. Yeah, that last one was pretty sneaky. That was, Oh, you know what I should probably do is, can I reconfigure my stream dashboard so that I can actually see the chat without turning my head? There we go. Because my screen that I have the game on is on the left monitor, and the one that the YouTube stuff is on is on the right. Anyway, where were we? Is there anything else you wanted to know? Is Matt your boss? How do you know Matt? So Anna the character was... There was originally like a green-haired potion seller way back in EBF 1. And then that character, I assume, was just like a throwaway character drawn for that one screen back in EBF 1. And she kind of just disappeared for like 3 games till EBF 4. I wonder if this is going to be like an in-universe answer or just a silly answer. Me and Matt go way back. We were neighbors growing up. We both loved street hockey, bug catching, and Nintendo 64. So is this based on a real person? It was Matt's idea to start this project, and he put most of his savings into it, so I guess that gives him the right to put his name on the title. But it doesn't feel like we're working for him, we're all working together. Each of us imbues the project with a little bit of our own personalities. It's quite satisfying. My break is over. I'm gonna go draw a rare cat. Later. I see someone is spamming the, like that. What exactly are those? Are those, like, heart reaction things in the YouTube stream thing? Because I see them, like, exploding all over the chat window, but I don't know if that's just a visual joke or if that's actually, like, some setting or something that I can turn on or off. Anyway, so now we've got, this is one of the bigger levels, so this is going to make me actually use my brain more than I was. We've got a round cat, we've got another pink cat. We've got, alright, so we've got more, like, festival vibes here. We've got another cat splooting. Badminton. Let's see. So this one, we found one of those in a previous level. I feel like I should go for the cats first, because I feel like they're gonna stand out. I was wondering if I could uncover whatever that is, and I think that's just a pillow. Find some treasure underneath it or something. Alright, that's shrimp. Cheese. Why is there just a block of cheese in the frying pan? I feel like that's a good way to... Oh, okay, that was one of the targets. That's a good way to start a fire. Getting off to a good start with the money so far, but the only quest target I found thus has been an accident. Oh, okay, so that's a mouse hiding in that whatever that is, Aztec head thing. But the pink cats and the round cats and the splooting cats, how about... Okay, that's one of the round things, whatever that is. It said yeah, so I'm guessing it is in fact a cat. In addition to no legs, that one's got no arms and no body. That is a card. Okay, I guess it makes sense that we would find an Anna fan art right after being introduced to Anna. That's the splooting cat. 3 birds and 3, like, spy glasses, too, are, thank you very much, are something we're gonna want. Alright, nothing in that particular house. That one's actually, like, clean. I can't push that boat out of the way. I can't push that boat. I see a, rupee over there. Anything else on this island? Anything else on this island? This brown bottle is not a target in this level. Inside. Oh, that's a tablet. Alright. We don't want any mice in this one, I don't think. Alright, that's just another silly. That's a Game Boy. I didn't actually realize that was one of the targets. Hello. There is nothing on that. Does that imply that, like, a cat got to it? Because it's usually a bird that comes out of there, and, like, cats, birds. Are those maps of anything? I don't think those are, like, bird's eye view of any of the previous Epic Battle Fantasy maps or anything. But would have been a cool, cool little touch if they were. What about these spy glasses? I can't nom that one. What about the spy glasses? I haven't seen any of those yet. Oh, there's one, speaking of which. A little, red bell pepper. Still no sign of the pink cat. Or whatever that is. Here's another spyglass. Give me that. I still feel like there's a lot of the level which I haven't really looked at yet. And I've knocked off a lot of the things on this one already. I see an egg. Alright. Surprised I saw that one zoomed all the way out. Usually they're a lot better hidden than that. Okay, so that's one of that tiara thing. Okay, usually I have to click things more than once to get them to respond like that, but not that one. Do you... Okay. I was expecting just like some kind of funny animation, not an entire cutaway. That's a pearl. Currency, okay. There was currency hidden behind that stingray. I vaguely remember something like this being shown off on Matt's social media a while ago, but I didn't remember that it was like that. sea serpent thing specifically. There's also, okay, so one of those fish. Is this like a fossil of a shell? Is that what that's supposed to be? There's also what appears to be like French fries, I guess. Oh, you have a hat. You are about to have your lunch stolen by this crab thing. What? You set the slime on fire. What are you doing? All right, here's another egg. That's 2 out of the 3. This probably moves, right? Is there any? Okay. Is there anything on here that I would like want? Not really. Looks like the fossil icon from Animal Crossing. It could be something like that. I was thinking like an ammonite fossil or something like that. None of these. These are all bunnies. I don't know where those bunnies are going. Probably away from all the... Alright, spyglass. Probably away from all the, you know, things that like to eat them. Fleeing the island or something like that. It's another parrot. And a nest, a bird's nest. I also haven't really looked out here so far. Alright, that one... I only saw that one because of the shiny. I didn't, probably wasn't gonna notice that otherwise. Alright, so there's some more... can I move you in any... I can take that watermelon. The things on the boat also trigger the boat to move. There was a gem between the bunnies. Was there? Don't think that's anything I want. Between the bunnies over here, you mean? Oh, is that? That is a gem. Alright, I thought that was, again, just a rock or something. So what are we at? 14 out of 19 gems, 12 out of 16 targets. I'm a little surprised there don't seem to be any targets hidden, like, behind, like, slimes that you can pop or anything. There's been a couple that have been inside. Alright, there's the fossil. There's been a couple that have been inside slimes, but none that you have to, like, destroy the slimes to find. That's just an avocado. Watermelon. Can I blow up the watermelon? The pirate bunnies. I guess they kind of are just cosplaying, like, playing pirates. Something like that. This like plate of French fries thing has got to be around the food area, right? That just makes too much sense. Then again, maybe that's why it wouldn't be around here. Okay, so there's treasure in the pizza box. Definitely, if I was a... Oh, here's the last egg. Definitely, if I was a pirate, that's where I would hide the hide all my treasure. I like that sometimes inside these pots you actually have, like, things that you're looking for, and other times you just have nonsense. I also still am not finding the pink cat. So, in, what was it? World 2-1, the pink cat was kind of hiding behind a tree. Alright, yeah, you're also hiding behind a tree. Alright, so is that, like, established tradition now? Should I look behind the tree specifically for pink cats? Can I open this? I can open that. I'm starting to feel like, because I don't obviously see a plate with food on it, that it's probably not in the food area. Like, I feel like if it was here, it would have been pretty easy to find. I'll be taking that, thank you very much. Like, maybe... What is that? Is that like an ox just standing on the raft minding its own business? Like maybe one of the characters out here who is on a raft has has taken their lunch with them or something. Bunnies? No. I do like how the music fades a little bit when you zoom out. Also, all things considered, I haven't actually found that many things in this area. Just looking at the distribution of the circles. It does feel like there should be more to find in here. Oh, there's also a second card. The one card, I think there was just one in a tree or something, but there's a second one somewhere. I feel like there's more. There's definitely more that I'm missing in here. Can't mess with the artist easel. I can't open that one. It's a yak. Could be more of a Central Asian sort of a megafauna than, what did I call it? Like a buffalo, something like that. Oh, here's the bad. Guys aren't really keeping track of those. The badminton birdies. I also don't think I found anything around here. Boink. Is it time for a hint? It's been almost 12 minutes now. Okay, so there's a clan that's apparently trying to eat that badminton birdie. That's, again, not what I expected to find in there, but the unexpectedness is what makes it funny. Is that a coconut or a slime? I think that's a coconut, judging by the sound. Alright, so there's nothing on the outsides of these houses. Close the umbrellas. Oh, yeah, wow. Just, look at that. That worked, thank you. What was I gonna say? There's still one more card. I'm not gonna get too worried over the gems, but there is still one more card. While we're on the subject of umbrellas, are there any others that I can open or close? I don't see any other umbrellas. Which of course doesn't mean much when you're as bad at finding stuff as I am. That's a yellow umbrella. Blue umbrella. That one wasn't that interesting. That just exposed water. But a card. I still feel like there should be more in the middle. With all the stuff going on here, it seems weird that there's only been like kind of one or two items that have been circled in the middle here. And I don't even think there's been any particular, like, pattern in where I find particularly the cards. Like, sometimes they're wedged in between things, sometimes they're sitting on top of things, sometimes they're, like, in a tree. I don't think there's really any consistent place where they've been appearing. To give me a hint. I guess I'll just use the hint system. In the middle area. Okay. I don't know if I've gotten a hint that's told me to look specifically in the middle yet. that broccoli? We just left their broccoli lying around. Did I tap the napkin in the furnace room? Oh, that's a napkin? I saw one of those earlier and I thought that was like a pillow or something. That's bacon, right? That's not a card? Alright, that's bacon. What exactly are like the bounds of the middle of the level? Just gonna chomp on that apple. I assume it's like around where I'm zoomed in on now. Are there any other containers that I haven't opened yet? Like, there's that duffel bag there. There's these tents over here. Are there any other containers that I've missed? Gem above the slime that's on fire. That was over here by the campsite. Above the... Okay, yeah, that one. Thank you for the hint there. That's almost the last of the gems. There's just one more. It's, definitely within the realm of possibility that I'll find that before the end of the level. I don't suppose it's like, no, not hidden by that one. Like when I was playing with that earlier, I was definitely distracted by the yak or the buffalo or whatever it is, and it wouldn't have surprised me if I had missed something important that was also on the boat with it. With that said, the cards usually aren't in containers, right? I think that's one thing I think I can say about them. I also don't see it as any, like, sunken treasure down here. Can I, like, hide this? Can I, bring the sea monster back? No? Is that just a permanent thing? There was something back there. I think there was a gem back there. Now we're definitely straying away from the middle of the level, though. Onigiri. I wonder how many like unique food items are in this game, because there's been a lot so far, and I'm still seeing new ones. And I definitely expect that trend will continue. Like, did Matt just spend like a week doing nothing but drawing food items? Is that an egg? Don't know what that is. I think that's supposed to be an egg. Alright, I can change the color of the bee, but I can't, like, do the usual angry interaction with it. I also don't suppose you've seen any, like, trees that look like they can be chopped down, because there were a bunch of those in World 1. I have not seen any so far in World 2. Any, palm trees that we can take down. Should I use a second hint? I feel like a second hint isn't really going to tell me much, though. I feel like it's just going to tell me that it's out in the open. And I don't want to just have the arrow drawn towards it, but I might have to move something out of the way. Alright, so maybe I will have to move something out of the way. In that case, what is there that I can move that I haven't moved yet? Not the animals, surely. Can I move? Any other boats that I haven't played with so far? Rafts. Cats in the water. That's usually not what that means. What else can move? This thing doesn't move, does it? That big raft? No. These penguins. We were playing with that one earlier. Nothing very interesting on that island. One of the floating cats. Can I move just like... I can't seem to move the ones that are on the floats. Oh, okay. That raft, that surfboard thing that didn't have anything else on it. Alright. So that's a B sticker. I think we can call it here. There's just one more gemstone that I'm not gonna lose too much sleep over that one. Alright, that was 2-2. Oh no, that was 2-3. The Coconut Islands. Sunken Treasures is this one. I'm sure this is going to be a visual delight. Matt probably forgot to mention this, but you can find a lot of important settings in the options menu. You can change some of the controls to suit your preferences, and if the game isn't running smoothly enough, you can turn on the graphics and animations. You can even collect cats and customize the look of the game, but you'll find out more about that later. Anyway, it's worth taking a look and making sure everything is the way you want it. So... I mean, Matt himself actually was in stream on Monday and told me that like I can turn on some things like the gameplay timer, which I've been using as sort of a when should I stop? When should I just like give up and use a hint? For some reason, I've read that last line that she said like 4 times and I still didn't get what she said, but. Okay, so there is a radio in that coffin. I'll take that gem. This definitely is, the Sunken Reef definitely is a visual delight, as I called it. Is that? Alright, I see that one. Just, sort of assuming that when I move a stingray aside, there's gonna be something important under it. Okay, a sea urchin thing? That could be literally anywhere in here. Let's come back to that. I think that's currency. Nope, that is not currency. What about that little Meowth coin thing? Alright, so that's also one of them. I haven't even looked down here to see what the list is yet, really. I've just been kind of exploring. Alright, so that's that. Minecraft block. No Minecraft block in this one. No Triforce in this one. No. Oh, there is. That was one of them. Okay. We've also got a pineapple and a star next to a bunch of yellow tropical looking fish. Is that? Oh, that is one. Alright, I thought that was a gem or something. Nothing in there. Can I move you out of the way? I can, but I don't think there's anything behind you. Oh, here's a card. That one was a lot easier to find than the other one. Coral Idol. Its struggle is relatable. Now I need 3 of those fossil things. And in the last level, the one was inside a chest, right? So... Alright, so that's one. I wonder if... There's a compass over there. I wonder if I'm gonna want to look also inside... I don't know what that's for. I wonder if I'm also gonna want to look inside a... treasure chest for the other two of those. That was what, one of the bonefish? Fish bones. Okay, so there's... Alright, magic 8-ball. That one's an actual pearl. Some antiquated scuba helmet. Alright, so there's one of those horn things. These small ones don't open, right? Yeah, the small ones don't open. Fossil west of the previous. West of... Like, here, this previous. That's another one of those, like, holy... What even are these things? They're religious iconography. What do you do with them? Do you pick them up and throw them at people or something? Oh, here. That one. Yeah, we're going with the color theme again. Things are often hidden with objects of the same color. Did I turn on the radio yet here? Listen to every track on the radio. Okay, so that's worth the Steam achievement. That's neat. Alright, here's the last fossil. That's 3. What about the flatfish? I feel like the flatfish shouldn't be that hard to find. And even if it takes me a long time, it's gonna be like... What's wrong with me? How did I not see that? Oh, I didn't realize that was one of them either. I was just looking for an interaction. Also, this, like... I almost called it a flatworm, but I think that's something very different. One of these, like, eel... oarfish things. Anything behind you? Don't see anything behind you. That's the holy hand grenade. But is that what it was originally? Because I feel like I've seen this sort of design in like a bunch of other contexts, and I don't know if they're all referencing Monty Python. Alright, so that's... I guess it's also vaguely Magikarpish. I assume that Monty Python got it from somewhere else too, but I guess they might not necessarily have. Oh, that's the horn. Okay. I just need a like curvy scimitar thing and 2 fish. This one went fast. I don't know if that means this is an easier level or if I'm getting better at looking for things. I assume it's not the second one. Is that a heart from Undertale? It comes with the sound effect too. Where would a scimitar be? Like, this is obviously like a shipwreck. It could be pretty much anywhere. First, Zion is reciting the holy hand grenade blessing. I like to do that to people when they like ask me how many of a thing there are, and it's like a number that should be like easy to figure out on your own. I like to be difficult on purpose and tell them like, I think it's something more than 2 and less than 4. And this is why I don't have more friends. Is this gold thing, that gold thing is not selectable? Have I tried this one yet? Wait. Which one even? Okay, I can barely see that. I think that was the sword, the scimitar thing. That one's, I feel like that one's a little too well hidden, but moving on. The 2 fish that I need that are remaining are going to be on the bottom somewhere, I think. Those look like bottom dwellers. That's another one of those. When I was playing the demo, I called this like a stabby thing, and someone laughed at me, and I don't remember what they said it was. Is that an ocarina? That is an ocarina. don't think either of the fish that I'm looking for still. Eel in the teeth. Okay, yes, in the giant sea monster teeth thing. So I guess the last one that I'm looking for, the last flatfish magikarp thingy that I'm looking for, probably won't be on top of something, right? I feel like we can rule that out. Bottom right. My right is over here. Oh wait, is this it? Okay, so it was not like on the ground, but it was like close to the ground. It was on something. Alright, I guess we can get to the next level now. Let's see, 2-5. I feel like this is going faster than the World 1 was. And again, Flatfish Friday. But today's Wednesday. It's probably Friday somewhere. The others won't tell you this because they love to talk. But in the options, there's a setting that will make us shut up forever. Yeah, I think that's like the last option that I'm going to be clicking on in this game to... Because the like inter-level visual novel sections are extremely funny. It's worth considering if you want some peace and quiet. If you change it back later, you don't miss anything, but some dialogue might play in the wrong order. No big deal. I don't mind, personally. Let's see. I like how Lance is the grumpy one. Ooh, this is pretty. This is really pretty. Alright, is this a... That's just an interaction. Work Week Wednesday. That also works. We're going with the alliteration theme. French fries. That's a target. Game Boy. Alright, so there is an Anna fan art just sticking out of the side of the balloon. I don't know how that was stuck there. Maybe someone just like taped it on or something like that, but I feel like Gravity should have won that battle. That didn't really accomplish much. Is this a Snow Bunny? Oh, that was one of the targets. I haven't looked at the target list yet. How about... That's an egg. And a bald eagle. And a kiwi just coming along for the ride. I love how the kiwi, like, makes squeaky noises. That looks like paper. Or that was not a target? Why is there so much in the clouds? Oh, that was a different star from the other one. Like... There's just a lamb hanging out in the clouds, minding its own business. So, am I gonna want to move the clouds out of the way so that I can move the hot air balloons? Is that how this is going to work? There's more penguins. I'll come back to the clouds and see if I can like push them around and reveal anything. But firstly... Okay, that was meat. I wasn't sure what that was. That one just goes up and down, doesn't really do anything. Alright, let's come back down to land. So there's a sailboat, a mouse, a black sheep. I feel like that should be easy to find. Were there any... Okay, so never mind what I said a minute ago about coming back to those later. That was a black sheep. We need... Is that a horseshoe crab, an hourglass limeade? Oh, okay, so... That was probably one of them. Another pink cat. A juice box? Juice box. Okay, so down here, there's another one of these... Another one of these cutaways. Clownfish? Clownfish. And I wonder if, like, maybe the horseshoe crab too down here? I'm not sure what else I would find down in the reef. So that's one of those antiquated scuba helmets. Oh. You see, when there's so many of them that they flow off the screen, I'm much worse at actually seeing what's on the list. I should get better at that. That would probably make this a little bit easier. What are we at? 5 out of 16 currency things. Can I go inside the lighthouse? I can go inside the lighthouse. There's just a... Oh, I wasn't meaning to click on that. There's just a fish in a bag. Hope we get you into water soon. VHS cassette. Where am I going to find a VHS cassette? Okay, so we're back to playing ocean music. Oh, VHS cassette in here? Yes, okay. By the TV. Okay, so I seem to remember there was another Super Mario question block in an earlier level in World 1 that I clicked on and nothing happened, but that one sure made something happen. That is not the sailboat I'm looking for. Time to go back outside, maybe. What is this? Is this like an Angry Birds thing? Is that just like a bird-shaped, like, Squishmallow pillow thing? I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking at there. The pink cat this time is, like, climbing up something. Is it going to be hanging off a hot air balloon? Don't see any pink cats hanging off hot air balloons. I see this guy trying to, like, bring down the dog. Oh, that's the limeade. Gonna grab that real fast. But I don't see... Oh, no, never mind. There we go. So we've also got, what did I call that? Horseshoe crab. Is this a horseshoe crab? That is the horseshoe crab. An old scuba helmet. Some... Are those mushrooms? Or just, like, colorful stones? Oh, here's the bird thing. I saw that one move. Maybe... Sailboat's probably in the water. Oh, you know what? I see it. Right as I spoke. So we've got a mouse, there's 3 colorful stones, and the scuba helmet. The scuba helmet I could see being inside. Close your eyes when I click on you. But there isn't a lot of space inside, and I don't see it. What is this game? This is Find Matt's Cats. This is a, if you've ever played any of the Epic Battle Fantasy games, it is the next one in line of those. Gem on the rainbow balloon. That would be on the rainbow balloon, you said? I assume you meant that. Oh, it could be this rainbow balloon. Ah, yes. Good catch. Aleb, there should be a Steam link in the description of the video. I think I remember to put that there. The 3 rocks could also be bird eggs. It could be. Easter eggs or just tropical, colorful bird eggs or something like that. That is not an important object. I thought that purple juice box was another gem for a moment, but it's not. Can I move these clouds? I feel like I should be able to move the clouds. Oh, I get cloud particles when I click on them. Next to the turkey. The turkey is on... Oh, yeah, alright. On that island. Thank you very much. Let me see. Might be salami. I feel like since it was right next to a turkey, I feel like colorful eggs is the most likely guess. In one of the previous levels, I can't remember where it's, the scuba thing was like on top of a pole, on top of a post. And I'm inclined to look for something like that again. But also, I have learned that we don't usually pull the same tricks twice in this game, so it might not be. It might be like on top of a character, or like sitting in one of the baskets. Sandy salami, somehow that doesn't sound unappetizing. I mean, you could just bang it against a rock a couple of times to knock the sand off. Would the scuba helmet be dangling down from one of the baskets? That doesn't seem to make sense, but the creatures of this world usually have not been too careful about where they leave their belongings, so... Oh, that was the fries. I think that was the first one I found in this level. Oh, there's another one over here. Alright, so that's the helmet. I see, we've also got that gemstone. There's probably going to be another gemstone in here somewhere. Thank you. Are there any other... Is there another cutaway section that I'm missing? Nothing behind the hammerhead. Mouse probably isn't underwater, right? That doesn't make sense. What about on the ground? What was exactly the tell that I could click on these things? Because I don't think I can hide them again. I assumed there was like a, shadow on the water or something that told me that there was something there if I clicked on it. I keep seeing this mouse and thinking that's the one, but no, it's facing the other way and it's a little bit darker. Gray clouds? Just as in, like, a mouse would be blending in and hiding on the gray cloud. There's a seal up here. Can I move these out of the way? Or in the way? No. That would be a good hiding place for something like the mouse, though. I was imagining for a second, like, on top of this one or something, but I don't see it there. What is this? I don't know what that is. It's only sticking out a little bit, but it appears to be, unimportant, whatever it is. What about on top of one of the hot air balloons? Did I look on... I think I looked on top of all those. Like that one. Did I click on this apple yet? That rainbow mango thing. Oh, here's a pearl. Didn't really have a lot of luck up there. What about the other clouds? Lower down. Is there a mouse hidden on any of these? It's been 12 minutes. Is it time to use a hint? Again, this one caught my eye, and then I remembered that it's not for like the probably third or fourth time. Alright. Dog is barking on the barrel. One of these barrels. Multiple people see it. Oh, here. Alright, on this barrel. There we go. Teamwork. Thank you very much. So I think that was, alright, I got the cards. I don't think I need to linger here. Can move on to the next one. Let's see. 2-6. Sunnyside Beach. What was this called? This one was just called Balloon Ride. Let's see. Oh, the loading screens start out with, like, an image in black and white, and then they gain color. They saturate over the course of a couple seconds. 26 targets. All right, wow, we might be here a while. 2 cards. This is a big one. Wow. All right, nice. This one should keep me occupied for a while. Okay. I just had a feeling that was going to be one of them. Right now, I'm just gonna click on random stuff and see if it's important. Eating the sushi. Let's see. Is there gonna be another pink cat in here? There's been quite a few of them. So this, I click on the sea monster in another level and that opens up. So worked here also. I feel like these are noises made by somebody's mouth. Somebody lost their cell phone in the water. Is that underpants? Let's see. Is it time to start looking through here? So we got one of the Undertale hearts that we need. Raccoon. Yeah, there's a lot of targets in here. I'm gonna... Okay, there is a pink cat. Gonna have to look for another pink cat. And you're just standing there. You're not... Am I gonna want to look behind a tree or something for this one too? Is that just how we're doing things here? Eating your grapes. There's 2 cards. I feel like the 2 cards are gonna give me trouble. Oh, beer? Alright. There's a penguin. These boats don't move, right? Those are on land. Cat staring down a turtle. I can just eat the cake in that pizza box. Now I want pizza. Why is it always like food in video games? Okay, so that is one there. Why is it always food in video games that just like gets to me like that? Like, okay, so that's an umbrella. That's a purple cat. That's not a pink cat. Oh, here's a card. Oh, are we playing mini golf over here? Natalie. She is picky about food. I would not have guessed that about Natalie, honestly. Matt obviously will eat anything. If anything, I kind of figured Anna would be the picky one in the EBF canon. Speaking of, we haven't met No Legs yet in this game, have we? Is he the cat that we're gonna have to find? Is he gonna be the missing cat? Like the ultimate missing cat? Playing with a lot of sporting equipment over here. Let's see. American football. Is that a gem? That's a gem. Is that a taco? That looks like a taco. There's a lot of houses in this one that I'm gonna have to... Alright. Taco's probably in the food area, right? Taco. No? Different taco. Alright, it's facing the other way. Soft shell. Is that a tablet? That's another one of those tablets. Here it is, under the umbrella. I'm looking for a pink one, but I'm not seeing one. That's the trash panda. A bent missile. An upended ice cream cone. Is that like a grackle or something? Some kind of long-tailed seabird. Yeah, there's a lot of umbrellas in this area. Am I gonna find the pink cat behind one of the umbrellas? I feel like I probably am. Money. Boy, this keeps going. Can I hide this, that tent? No. Is this gonna be another one? Alright, that's another one of the cutaways. These guys aren't the target in this one, right? No. Somebody dropped their PlayStation in the ocean. If it was an Xbox, I would make a red ring of death joke, but I think that was a different console and a different generation. Alright, I don't see much else down here. There's a volleyball somewhere in here. Alright, speaking of No Legs, that's No Legs. Nothing in the picnic basket. Where on earth am I gonna find like a bent missile? Or a pizza box? I've seen a lot of pizza. Take a bite out of that. Hunk of fish meat or whatever it is. Let's go back to the houses. Socks. Maybe I'll find a volleyball in storage somewhere. That's one of the currencies. There's the Undertale heart. Can I open this? I can't open that. That's a basketball. That's not a volleyball. Okay, are these beehives? Why are we disturbing the bees? Alright, that's a pizza. That's not... Who threw a whole pizza in the garbage? God. Also a watermelon slice, speaking of food items. Take 200 bites out of various food items. Interesting. That's worth a Steam achievement. Watermelon. 3 coconuts. 3 of those, like, cleaved coconuts or cleft coconuts. I think is the past tense of that one. Here's one. Is that... Alright, that's the bird. Couldn't really see its tail. Is this just like a mushroom? Is this? No? That? That. Alright. Couple of mushrooms. Cupcake. Penguin, cat statue. Swan? Is the swan gonna be in the water? Oh, here, I think that... Or a seagull. Probably a seagull. Gem in the sandcastle. Where is sandcastle? There's certainly a lot of places where I could find a sandcastle. Oh, here we go. There's also a gem behind that chair. I'm about halfway up on the gems. This isn't the pizza box, right? That's a different pizza box. This one? That one. Alright. Is this like a stopwatch? There's another one in another level that I thought was like a Tamagotchi or something. But I feel like that one might be a stopwatch. I could see that being in one of the houses somewhere. Did I check this one yet? I think I did. Somebody's got mail. Missile north of the red house. Red house is this one? I'm trying to look at the color of the siding. North of... Oh, I see it. For some reason, I expected that to show up on the beach, like driftwood or like sea junk or something like that. That's a mouse, but that's not a target. All right. That's a banana. That's also not a target. There's a gem back there. All right. Clicking around is sometimes useful because sometimes if something jumps, I'll notice something behind it. Did I look over here yet? I think I did. There are so many places in this level where food could turn up. It's one of the sand slimes. Which are not 2 words that usually go together, but this is Epic Battle Fantasy. Seagull stole a sandwich. I still, once again, am having a hard time finding the pink cat. Is that going to be a theme of these, of World 2? Oh, here's pink cat. There we go. That one wasn't even that hard. That was just bad. We've also got penguin and a brown cat. I haven't... Oh, here's the brown cat. Haven't really been on the lookout for those two. Is the penguin going to be by the wildlife up here, or is the penguin going to be down, like, down below, playing volleyball or something? I also enjoy how the game is called Find Matt's Cats, but cats are like 10% of what you actually have to find. Alright, here's the penguin on that little raft thing. Volleyball would probably be by the nets, right? That would make sense. Would that make too much sense? Should I, like, not assume that? Maybe drifted out to sea by the nets? Wouldn't be underwater, right? Because it would float. think my original guess for the volleyball was in one of the houses, as if like maybe there was some kind of like sporting equipment storage, but I'm not. That would be this house, and I don't see a volleyball in here. Oh wait, is it behind a tree? That is. Alright. That was, I noticed the stripes on it at the last second. Where's the watermelon now? That's, I already found the Undertale art. That's not important. Is it time to use a hint? There's still quite a few objects I haven't found yet. And, I feel like there's still probably space in this level where I haven't thought to look yet. So I don't know if I want to use a hint yet. I also feel like the stopwatch / Tamagotchi thing should also be in the houses, but it doesn't appear to be there. The houses are fairly clutter-free. Coconut above the shipwreck. The houses are fairly clutter-free. Shipwreck, this one here? No, that's a slime. Oh, here. Ice cream cone upended on the ground. That feels like something that should be like on one of the islands. Like a little ways away from the food area. Another between the houses. There's plenty of houses to look between. What is this? It's very... Are these like playing card suits? Oh, here's that. No, that... This one? No, wait. This one. Alright. Anyway, between the houses. Oh, this just on the ground there. That wasn't as hard as I was making it out to be. Cupcake, ice cream, watermelon. Like, there's food. Like, there's gotta be... This can't be that hard to find, surely. Just gonna eat that cake. The longer I look at this food, the more hungry I get. In the basket. What about, like, in a... That's right, there are containers. What about in, like, a backpack or something? Oh. Okay. For all the watermelons I was looking for, I didn't see it. I just clicked randomly. Looking for a silly interaction, and there we go. Cupcake. Did I click on this trash can yet? I must have. I had the cursor on the coconut for like 5 seconds. Yeah, that often happens in this game with me. I see a gem back there. Alright, we're gonna grab that. I think I already checked that pizza box. Oh, here's a cupcake. Alright, that's gonna be that one. Is that a gem, or is that just the edge of the ship? That is a gem. Or it was a gold bar, I think. Where's the ice cream cone? So there's like 2 food vendors. So there's this hot dog cat, and there's over here the like kitchen cat. And a seagull who stole a bunch of fries. I wonder if I reopen some of the umbrellas, if it would be easier to find some of the things underneath them. There are still 3 open umbrellas. I forget which ones I've opened and like, I've closed and reopened. But that is a good point. Does this one close? That one closes, but there's just a squeaky behind it. Where are the missing, like... Oh, here. Alright. I do think that is a... Oh, there's a smiley face on it. Maybe it is a Tamagotchi. I was gonna say, it feels like this is a place where you would find a stopwatch if you wanted to have a race in the water or something like that. But anyway. Ice cream. Did not think that this one of all things would give me trouble. Unfortunately, there's a lot of pink things that it could blend into. Are you, like, missing a leg? What's going on there? What are you guys doing? Anyway, it's been almost 20 minutes. I think I will use a hint. The eastern areas. Okay. Let's see. It wouldn't be in the water. It wouldn't be, like, certainly not underwater. So that kind of rules out that part. So, east of, like, here, I think, is a safe bet. I'm gonna feel really dumb when I don't see it, or when I do see it, rather. What are those, grapes? There's nothing else that I can move out of the way, is there? Oh, I can pop the balloons. Alright, there's a gem up here. I can pop the balloons. Maybe it'll be behind something like that. Can I open these? Alright, so those hot dog press things. I checked that. There was a pizza in there. For some reason. Yeah, I don't think I'm finding anything that could, like, move out of the way that would reveal something. Oh, here it is! Wow, right in the middle. Okay, I'm bad at this. Yay! So, let's see. I'm gonna go to the next level. And, you finished most of the SeaWorld already. So, Drago, what did you think of World 2? I designed most of it myself. Great vacation vibes. I don't like water. Are you a real pirate? Well, to be honest, I only wear this hat in the office. I'm not confident enough to wear it in public yet. I love to roleplay pirate in video games, though. Anyway, if anyone tries to accuse me of not doing any real work, just remember that I assembled a lot of levels. Alright, so, let's see. I'm gonna take a brief break. I've got a lot of currency. I've also picked up a couple of Steam achievements, and those are worth currency. What are we at? 15 out of 90 so far? 19 out of 130 cards. About 5% finished on goal finding, and maybe 10% on gems. I'm surprised that, like, the later levels don't have more gems. I'm gonna grab that too. Did I see one that was called What's a Floppy? Are we that old? Interact with 5 types of defunct data storage. Any other ones that I can, Alright, that's it for those. Anyway, so, decent game progress. I'm gonna go see if I can unlock any more cursors. I do remember that, if you, like, unlock all the cursors and all the other things, you get Steam achievements for that. So, because I do like my, my achievement hunting, we'll be going out of our way to try and do that. How many are left? Is there a whole nother shelf over here? There is. Alright. I need 200 more currency, 188 more currency to unlock the final cursors. As for actually using them, I'm using this carrot right now, apparently. How about, like, I kind of like this one. I might play with that one for a bit. Anyway, 2-7. I'm gonna go and take, like, 5 minutes, and I'm gonna go, like, refill my water because I'm still thirsty, and I'm gonna just get up to stretch my legs a little bit. And then I'll come back and hopefully try and finish World 2. Oh, is that it for World 2 already? World 1 had 10 levels in it. I think. No, it only had 7? In that case, I might actually start World 3. Anyway, let me just put some text on the screen. Where will it be visible? Something like that. And can I also increase the outline thickness? I feel like it'll be easier to read if there's more of an outline. Alright. I'll be back. Alright, I have returned. Let me go and put that text away, and I think we can continue. Let's see. We're going to the last level in World 2. And, this is a, ocean-born volcano. Alright, so not quite the lava level that I was considering at the beginning of the stream, but This is also a huge one. Wow, alright. We have 33 quest targets, 32 gems, 3 cards. Okay. Where do we even start? So there's an Among Eye. I can't even, like, zoom out enough to see the entire screen. To see the entire level on screen at once. So that's a gem. Let's just go and start playing around in here. That's another one of those masks. A lot of papers. There doesn't seem to be anything, like, super important in here, though. Nothing in there. Can I scroll? How many, like, what? Alright, so there's another pink cat and there's a brown happy cat that we're looking for. There's a couple of gold items, another... Is that a raccoon? Is that another trash panda? Wow, there really are a lot of things for us to find, though. So now we gotta find some star balls, some more of those, fossil things. Alright, that was not the trash panda. And some, like, horn things. That's gonna take a while. That's a star ball. I remember there was something, I think there was a mouse or something hiding in one of those in a previous level. Oh, okay. It's a tanuki? That works. Let's see. Is this... No? What were those? Were those, like, fruit or... Probably fruit. Alright, so... What is this? Is this like a flying lizard? Oh, there's another horn. 2 out of 3 of those already. Watermelon is not a target in this one, right? That was the last level. What about... Okay, more currency. That's one of the shells. Another yellow bell pepper. That's supposed to be a bell pepper or like a habanero or something. It's the sort of thing you would want to definitely find out before taking a bite out of it. What about in the volcano? So here we have some more epic battle fantasy weapons. They have different sound effects to go with each. Toilet paper. Snake. Some kind of tentacle. I just know that eventually this underwear stuff is going to be a target that I need to click on. Okay, so that's the tentacle. Oh, here's a card inside the slime. Okay. This is a magma gloop. Alright, I guess it makes sense to find one of those in a level with a volcano. Or several volcanoes in it, really. We've covered, like, probably less than 20% of the entire level already. Is that... That's a pretzel. That's not a target. I think that was a pretzel. Boink. Where could the pink cat in this one possibly be, and what kind of trouble am I gonna have finding it? Oh, well, no trouble at all this time. Boy, there really is a lot in this one. Alright, so this is, this game doesn't really have, like, final bosses or bosses in general, but if it did, it would look a lot like what we're looking at now. Is that a... DVD player, or is that supposed to be like an Xbox? One of the old Xboxes. I don't think it's an Xbox. It doesn't have the logo on it. Or it doesn't have a logo-like thing on it anyway. I got an achievement a little while ago for like for hearing all the songs on the radio, but I don't remember this one. Maybe I played it for like 2 seconds and then clicked off it without really thinking about it. So we have another cat who is... Alright, so that's the second card. And there's apparently one more. This is... Natalie listening to music, apparently, with Matt staring around, looking lost in the background. Can I open that? That's an Among Us. Alright. Nothing in there. I can't make the pictures fall off. I had fun doing that, making the pictures fall off in World 1, but it seems like we can't really do that in World 2 here. A lot of plants inside this this cabin here. Did I look in there? No, I did not look in there. Okay, so that is a squirrel. You see, having so many different things to look for, it kind of makes it hard for me to, like, keep them all in my brain at one time. The horse responds when I click on the television. Oh. Alright, I didn't expect that to be one of them. Again, not really keeping all of them in my brain at one time here. We're also looking for, and I guess I should try and, like, tabulate them, because maybe if I say them out loud, I'll have an easier time keeping them straight, but... Alright, so that was one of the star balls. I think I've still got one more of those. That's currency. It's one of those scimitar things. So we've got another clay head, a snake, skull, sausage, sandwich wedge. I think you said that was a tanuki, a letter, a golden slime, a genie oil lamp, Rafflesia flower. I think that's either a saw or a putty knife, depending on how big it is when I find it. Ring, egg, duck, chili pepper, banana with duct tape on it? Sure. And then a couple of animals. That is not... Alright, so the one that I'm looking for has its mouth open. Why do you respond? Oh, you respond because you're watching the television. That's why. I thought there was, like, the collision on the animal was off or something, and it was... Anyway, that's a sandwich. That one I definitely clicked on by accident. No potato chips in there. That's currency. Bird was again, birds really like stealing people's food in here in this game, don't they? That's 2 out of the 3 on the fossils. I think that's a lemon, but I can't interact with it, so maybe it's just a yellow rock. Alright, so that's the oil lamp. Some instant noodles. Or some Chinese takeout noodles, anyway. There are more noodles in there. And again, I can't make these pictures fall. Which I was able to do pretty often in the first world. Where would the tanuki be? Oh, right there, okay. Boink. That's currency. It's another one of those turnip things. Toilet paper, that was one of them. Where would I find a banana stuck to the wall? Like, what on earth is that about? I think I clicked on that one already. Oh, here's another one of the yellow bell peppers. And or habaneros. We're about halfway there on currency, a little less than halfway there on actual targets. That's some more treasure back there. There's a treasure chest up here. Oh, here's an egg. I think that was one of them. Nothing in the treasure chest, oddly enough. Where have I been so far? I've been like probably about half the level. I've checked. Maybe a little more than that. There's a letter. Would the letter be in a house? I feel like the Rafflesia is going to be somewhere in the jungly part of the level. Is this it? I think that's it. Can I click on that? I can click on that. That didn't really accomplish anything. Thank you, I'll take that. Anything here in this, like, maybe another horn or, no. What about anything under the water? Are there any things that I'm gonna have to reveal in this level? I don't see anything that makes it obviously look like I can click on it, so maybe not. We already established that this isn't those aren't important, yeah? Chicken. Where would the chicken be? Going back to our red jungle fallow roots, so they're gonna be in the jungle, in the trees. Upper left, over... Oh, these in the middle here, probably. Yeah, that's one. Oh, here's one of them. All right, I wanted that. There is a cow with a obelisk thing on its head. Okay. Yeah, I haven't been down this part of the level at all yet. Guess it's probably about time to do that. Where's this guy? I've seen a lot of brown cats, but none with that exact expression. Anything happen when I click the fire slime? No. Wait, there's a saw. Alright. The saw or the putty knife. Whatever I decided it was. Let's just smash all the pots, get those out of the way. Eat the cheese, get that out of the way. Is that a sausage? That's the sausage. We still can't fit all the targets on the screen. It's a Cult of the Lamb reference. I would not be familiar with that game. There's a treasure chest here. That's a ring. Okay. So, bright blue gecko. Oh, was a banana one of them? Oh, the banana had... Yeah, the banana had tape on it. That's the one I'm looking for. More bananas. There's also that chili pepper. Do I see like a food section? There is food all over the place, but I don't see like a dedicated food section. That is very loud sound. Alright, on top of that tree, that's currency, but I'm looking more for, can I hide this? They're gonna be... Alright, that's a letter. Oh, that's not the letter, though. That's the letter. Nothing in that one. What about this one? Alright, so that's a shell. Now I can fit all the targets on screen. I still need a couple of things. What was that? Okay, I'll take that. Nothing in there. What about the golden slime? You'd think that would stand out. You'd think I would be able to find that one pretty easily. Is that? No, I already checked that. That's nothing. I do feel like if I can't find it just real fast, it's probably going to be behind something now. Is that a pumpkin? What are these flowers? Golden feather. Oh, that's a fish note. I thought that was like a spider web or something. I was about to ask questions. The seagulls have stolen the sausage. Oh, chili pepper right there. Oh, you're not having the best of days. I don't know what you were doing up there in the first place. Let's see, we've got a lot of animals left, though. Usually the animals I find quicker. What on earth is going on with this banana? Oh yeah, that brown cat. Alright, good catch. Where would, like, a chicken be, though? I feel like that's the most confusing one to me so far. Or, like, a duck. Not on any of these islands. What about some of the other islands? Maybe they're just standing there or standing on a raft or something. That's a pigeon. Or a dove, if you prefer. I still can't get over this horse who's just, like, watching television. And also, like, the skull could be anywhere. I'm kind of not... I'm just gonna see if I find that, and if I don't find it, I'll use a hint later. Snake could kind of also be anywhere. I'm kind of expecting to find the duck, like, on a small rock like this. Not sure about the chicken. Is that a lollipop? I can eat the lollipop. Chicken behind the leaves of the palm tree. That... Okay, over here. I was gonna say, that doesn't narrow it down much, but... Looking at the part of the screen where my cursor was... That is... What is that? Is that a mango? I took a bite out of it. I thought it was also just a rock, but... What about the golden slime, though? The star balls are pretty small, right? So that might take me a little while. Chicken next to the ostrich. I just got like a bunch of different hints for the chicken at the same time. So I guess you all just kind of zeroed in on that one all at once. Why is the seagull using a laptop? You like... Why is that so funny? Alright, I need to stop. Did I look in there yet? I think I did look in there already. I feel like I need a new way of going about this, because I feel like this isn't working. I'll give it another minute and then I'll start using hints. That's not anything important, no. I think that's just a, like a conch shell. Oh, I'm also missing another one of the cards. I still haven't found all those yet. I'll use hints for the other ones, but I do feel like it'll be a little bit embarrassing if I can't find the last duck on my own. Well, the last duck, the only duck on my own. Which part of the map, maybe I should look at it like this. Which part of the map have I not found a lot of stuff in yet? Like here, like around here. What do I think I might find in a place like this? I haven't found anything in this section yet. Which is definitely a little bit odd. Do I think... Probably not the duck, but like the skull? Or the snake in the ground? Is that a gem? That's a gem, alright. Very, very clever. What about... There's a lot of bones, but they're not bones that I'm looking for. Maybe a skull up in the volcano? Like sort of like that? Sort of, evocative of someone falling in? Nothing happens when I click on those. Oh, there's the snake, I think. Can I... Oh no, that's not the snake, it's facing the other way. Is that just garlic sitting on that rock? I think that's garlic. A random eye. Porcupine. Can I enter the porcupine? I can't enter the porcupine. Where am I gonna find a banana with tape on it? I feel like that's something that would go like on a house or something. But I don't exactly see it. Like, is it gonna be taped to a tree or is it gonna be taped to a rock? Oh no. Snake next to badminton. That's a green one. That's not the brown one. It's facing the right direction now. This is definitely... Oh, there's a star ball. Okay, so that's one. This is definitely a little bit of final boss-ish of Where's Waldo. This is definitely a bigger level than some of the other ones I've looked at. That's not a skull, right? No, that's not a skull. I think I've checked that one before, too. Alright, well, it's been 23 minutes. I'm gonna start asking for help, so... Okay, that's not that descriptive. You could probably see this item from the sky, so it's just gonna be on the ground. It's not gonna be hidden. We'll start with that, and I'll try not to need to zero in on it exactly. Alright, here we go. That's one. As for the snake, give it another minute. Wait for some hints to regenerate. All right, so there's currency in there. I also still need the last card. I can't forget about that. What if I like physically move my chair closer to the screen? Will that help? There are a lot of birds in the trees. Boxes in the tent? I assume not that one. These tents. Do these open? Oh, they do open. That one opens anyway. Then again, I suppose you could... There could be other boxes and other houses and cutaway areas that I haven't looked at yet. Is this the treasure chest? I think I opened that one. I should not close these things when I'm done with them because sometimes I like forget that I checked them earlier. It's in the south half and out in the open. Behind the umbrella next to the south tents. Behind the umbrella next to this one. That's a dragon fruit. Alright, there's currency behind there. Unless you didn't mean that one. Oh, this umbrella. These tents. Doesn't look like there's anything there. There's a broken tablet. These creatures in this world aren't very good at taking care of their electronics, I'm noticing. This banana is driving me crazy in particular, though. Like, what is going on with this banana? Got a swan and some signets over here. So we established that this is the south half, and it's probably visible from the sky, I think. So it's definitely just on the... Oh, here we go. There we go. Coming up on a half hour for this one. I do want to hurry this up a little bit. Lower half. Also out in the open. Again, the lower half is pretty wide open for interpretation, but... Out in the open implies that it's on the ground. Skull on the shipwreck? Ah, yeah, alright, on the barrel. That was smaller than I was expecting it to be. I was expecting something a little bit bigger. Electric slime, though. I'm actually starting to run a little bit low on the hint tokens here. What are those exactly? Those are some other kind of like mask. That's a lemon. Alright, that's not. I wonder if I were to just like click on stuff and like make them squash and stretch and animate, if it's behind something, if that would make it easier to see. I wonder if that's a strategy worth considering here. Alright, let me take a break from that and look for cards, actually. Middle area and something that can be moved. That's true. I haven't really done a lot with moving objects yet. Middle area here, maybe? Alright, that's not nothing, but it's also not a card. Behind here? Oh, hello. Which one of these have I pushed around already? I've already forgotten. That's another one of those masks. Did you say behind something? It just said move things, so there's a couple of things that could be. Not that surfboard. These like net things don't move. What about anything on wheels? That's not movable. That's not movable. This one? No, there's nothing there. We're also not really in the middle of the level anymore. That doesn't move. What else can be moved? Next to the turkey. Not the ostrich, the turkey. Where was the turkey? The turkey was on one of the other islands? Now I've got to find the turkey. Sledge, hang on, I'm gonna figure this out. Oh, here's the turkey. Duck next to the turkey, unless there's here, down here on the end. All right, unless there's more than one turkeys, which is entirely possible. Now I just need the banana and the card. What else can be moved, though? Roughly in the middle area. Yeah. Something that can be moved and like in a container are separate hints, right? I think they're separate hints. Do the turtles move? I thought I clicked on the turtles. Let's try find a turtle. There's some out in front of the house, or was that a different level? That might have been a different level. I bet the banana will be in an obvious place. It probably will be. I feel like it's going to be in a place that makes sense, like stuck to the side of a building or something like that, but I'm just going to have gone over it a bunch of times and never seen it. Like, assuming you mean these turtles, and I think there have been a couple of them, Ron Briscoe, I don't think those guys move. Unless there's like another one. Am I sure that there's no cutaway area in here? Can I anger you when you're underwater? No? What about this guy? That one doesn't move. Yeah. Usually when something moves, it's like vehicle-like, or like, I guess a log would be an exception to that. I guess logs are also vehicle-like if you're of a particular size and not in a hurry to get anywhere. I'm pretty sure I've pushed these things back and forth like 5 times already. Just, imagining that maybe I missed something the first 4 times. I don't suppose the banana might be like on the exterior of a house that I've uncovered. I don't remember if there's been anything like that in this game so far. Like attached to an exterior that you click away. I don't think there has. Like there's been decorations, but nothing critical so far. I wouldn't really call it unfair as much as just like, because the whole game is kind of about like being clever and making you look in places and making you double check things that you might have already passed over. But it would be the sort of thing that like takes me forever to notice, and then when I do notice it, I would feel dumb. Should I ask for the third hint? I'll come back to that. Let's look at the banana first. See it from the sky and in the middle, also in the middle part of the level. Alright, the thing is, the very middle of the level is like open ocean. So it's gotta be like around the periphery of the middle, for whatever sense that makes. Is it gonna be stuck to, oh, it's on the tree. Alright. That, I have no idea who put that there or why, but that's the banana. Alright, but first we've got a card to find. I can't like push any of the things that these guys are standing on out of the way, right? That doesn't make sense. Is there a snake in the water there? How about... We checked this one already, right? Yeah. Maybe the leaves in the water can move? Or the lilies or something? The surfboards on land generally don't move, and in any case, that's not really... We're getting away from the center again. This one we established that there's something in the way. The flotation devices that the cats are sitting on generally don't move. I don't know what else could move. Should I use the last hint? That'll be the one that generally just locates it. It's been almost 40 minutes on this one already. It's a good thing that I stood up to take a break before this one, because I would have been stuck here for a while. These nets I don't think move. Oh, here's a currency. Don't know how many times I've been over that one. Yeah, that was another hint unlocking. Should I just do it? I guess I'll just do it. Let's see. Oh, that's, I guess, kind of close to the middle of the level. Wait, what are you pointing at? Oh, it's behind the basketball. Oh, okay. So that, I guess I'll have to remember that we can keep things behind sporting equipment then. Things that like just animate when you click on them. All right. Should I keep going? How long have I been going for? It has been 2 hours and 20 minutes. I think I'll go for a little longer. I feel like that one took too long, and I want to get a little bit more done. So this is a desert world, Golden Brick Riyadh. This is going to be some kind of a oasis. So this is going to be an easy one after that last one. We've only got 7 things to find. That pink cat looks a little bit off. Okay. Let's see, should I look for that one first? There we go. That one was easy. That one was also easy, apparently. That's that little box thing. Why are all the cats are upside down? They have their faces the wrong way around. Alright. Don't ask questions. That's the loot. This one's going a lot faster. It's a gemstone. I've only got 2 of them so far. Have I found anything in here? Oh, there's that. Here's a chalice. Lizard is... Nice try. Lizard is gonna be... What was that? It just animates when you open it. Wait a minute. Is this like... What is this? Is this like a radar? Is it zeroing me in on something? I need a card still. And they're not these poster things. Those postcard things. Alright, snake hiding in the flower pot over there. There are spiders. Okay. I'm surprised there hasn't been a spider until this point. Oh wait, is this like... Is this telling me when I'm nearby a gem or something? Do we have like a dowsing machine? A dowsing device? Alright, so that's the card. Alright, so another one of those pixel guys. Hang on, this is interesting. That one doesn't break. I know some of these curses seem to have unique abilities, like the pencil did let me draw on the screen, but I've had this cursor for a couple of levels now and I didn't notice it. What about... Oh, this is the... That's that. I just need one more. Alright, it does seem to be a dowsing machine for treasure. A peacock feather revealed a star. Peacock feather... Oh, this one here, that one. Okay, so I didn't even notice that one put its tail up and down. Good catch there. There's no other gems. There's just the one cat. I've got the sticker already. Oh, here we go. Alright, that was easy. That was a nice break after the last level. Let's, nope, didn't mean that. Let's head on to the next one. That one only took, what, 5 minutes? Lance, we got an issue with the cat's faces appearing upside down on this level. I think that was actually a problem that, like, Koopa Matt actually had at some point. I think I remember him posting about that on social media. And I guess he decided to turn that bug into a feature, at least in some sense of the word. There was indeed some issues with the geometry math, but we already fixed that issue in the latest version. I just kicked something very loudly under my desk. If you heard a bump, that's probably what that was. I guess that means you didn't actually fix it because some player just saw it happen. They did? Fire trucks. Alright, yes. Good old minced oaths. Alright. So, I want to know more about this, like, dousing mechanic. It didn't do it there. We've got 13 things to find here. It didn't do it there. 3 scorpions. Okay. Is this a, Alright, that's a drum. Don't see anything else in there. Got a cobra. Alright, so we've upgraded the snakes. Is that like a miniature lion? So tell me more about that douse machine thing that was going on in the last level, because I don't know exactly what made it start happening. Oh. I was just clicking around randomly. I don't know exactly what made that start happening. I just remember opening a door, and then it started pinging for some reason. We've got another pink cat in this level. Is there just going to be a pink cat in every level that I've got to find from now on? This one's wearing a turban. Grab that. That's another scorpion. I wonder if the menu explains somewhere what each cursor does. It probably does somewhere. I guess I should probably go and look to see if I can find something like that. The faces are upside down again. Alright. That's a chicken. Alright, that is one of the targets. There's a star. Oh, I see. There's a card. These are more like stickers than cards. I should probably call them that. You guys are hunting an elephant. Still no pink cat in sight. What was this music from? I'm pretty sure this is from a previous Epic Battle Fantasy game. Is this from EBF4? What else do we have? We've got, like, tomatoes or something. Do I see any tomatoes? Can I smash those pots? I cannot smash those pots. Also, that scorpion popped out of this jar. I probably should get in the habit of checking all those. This wasn't an adventure story song, was it? This might have been an adventure story song. If Sienna's still here, I ask her. Nothing happens when I click on that. Well, it closes its eyes. Big hippo. This cart moves, but it doesn't look like there's anything behind it. I also want a cauliflower in addition to the tomatoes. Oh, here's the tomatoes. Oh, this one. Okay, I didn't realize I could go in there. There's the pink cat. Another Tamagotchi. A lot of the things left are kind of like... here's the snake. Cobra. Kind of low color, which I feel like I'm going to have a hard time with. Oh, I was trying to make it move. Can I make this move? I can't make this move? There does seem to be some inconsistency. I guess this one's tied to the ox. There does seem to be a little bit of inconsistency in what you can move and what you can't. There's just a soda can or soda cup back there. Another cobra. Is that an incense jar? I feel like in a future level there's going to be something like popping out of there. Can this move? Is there going to be a cauliflower in here? There is. Alright. There's also a leak, some kind of bug, and one more scorpion. The scorpion's gonna give me trouble, I know it. On the bottom left. Gem on top of the tree in the middle, on top of the tree in the middle. On the there we go, that's the one. Alright, I guess it won't give me trouble. Alright, so lastly, okay, so we're doing the pinging thing again. Does that only happen when I've found all the quest targets necessary for the level? That is satisfying. Can I make the roof go away? No. It was getting faster around here. Alright, so that's one of those. Now I just need the beetle. There's definitely something... Oh, gems under there, I see. And that's 10 out of 12. I like this cursor. I'm gonna try to make use of it. Where is it telling me to go? Is it telling me to go here? That's not anything. It was getting fast. Oh, it's probably in here. Okay, so that's all the gems. I could probably use this to find the missing gems pretty easily. It only works for gems. Does it not work for the actual targets? I don't think it was working for the targets. A brown beetle with like diamond-shaped wings. Oh, here we go. All right, that's the last one. So that's it for this level. That elephant also has that weird obelisk cat thing on its head. Lance, the cats are still doing the thing. What thing? I'm busy over here. Was there something else wrong with them in this level? The cat faces are still upside down. I'm gonna stay calm and simply delete the game. I've had moments like that. Maybe different cursors for the targets. Did it change? Did the cursor change when I was getting close to a target? Let's try not to get dramatic, alright? Just chill out and fix the bug. Yeah, that's so in this example, Lance is me and Matt is Moonin whenever he tells me that he found a new way to break the game. This is why my dad left. Come on, don't start this again. It's not a big deal. Hey Drago, don't worry about him. He just craves attention. I know his type. He is me. You don't know the true depths of hell unless you've had a trivial feature mess up your entire week. That's the story of my life. That's the story of my life. What's happening should not be possible. I used to code a little bit, but I'm glad Lance was available to do it again instead, haha. I'll be forever grateful to him if he survives this. This game speaks to me. Anyway, what was I doing? So, okay, when the final 3 gems are near. So, eating food will regenerate hints faster. I see that there is a description for each cursor here. Which I didn't notice before. And are there... Alright, I think I can unlock the rest of the food cursors. Do each of the, like... max hit points increase to 15, so... Each of the food ones pertain to, That's an achievement. Each of the food ones pertain to hints. Each of the gem ones pertain to, like... pulsing. What about these? Be careful where you point this one. Oh, I think this one allows you to blow stuff up. Use the secondary mouse button to draw. Yeah, I learned that one. And max hit points increased. Some of these are just ordinary cursors. Alright, so these do actually have bonus effects. Does that also go for these? The interface skins? The cat is pink because it's chosen as the mascot. Is it? I mean, the mascot cat is just no legs, but... Oh, you mean this mascot? Okay. I must have clicked that by accident at some point. So, like, if I had this is the default one, so if I had the default one, the pink cat targets would be this one, and then if I had this one, the pink cat targets. Alright. Interesting. There's a lot of mascots here. So that's pretty fun. I've gone and unlocked all these. I think I will leave it on the gem cursor though, partially because I think that's one of the cooler looking ones, and partially because it is actually very useful to be able to do that. So I can just go and claim some of these. Speaking of achievements, we're at 17 out of 90 at this moment. Should I go back to some of the earlier levels and see if I can find gemstones that I didn't pick up yet? Oh, that's the world map. So this one still has some gems to find. I guess I'm gonna spend some time going back and looking for gems here. Let's see how much easier this feels if I move the DOS machine around. Not picking up anything here. I'm picking up something around here. We established that the balls sometimes have stuff behind them, right? It's faster. Alright, under the bush. Alright. I like this as a sort of passive hint system. Just gotta find the last two. Come on. This level isn't that big. Where else could it be? Somewhere. Oh, I see. Right there. Yeah, there's a lot of gems and trees in this game. Alright, so there's one more somewhere around here. Can I see it? Alright, colorful gems. Nice. So let's go and exit this level. This is a very useful cursor. So as I was saying, do these other selectables have different, like, abilities? Or is it just, I guess it's just the cursors that have abilities. Interesting. Alright, so we're gonna come back to that when I've got more stuff, apparently. And I think the last 3 levels here, I don't quite have everything. This one's got 4 missing, so I won't be able to use that power quite yet. I'm gonna have to find one on my own. But that's okay. So this is the... Alright, this is the Renaissance Fair level. Where do I think I might have missed one? The back, maybe? I remember this one also took me a really long time. This was the boss level of World 1, as it were. There's something around here. Is this gonna be another gem in a tree? Alright, it's getting faster. Which means that I can't go, like, behind the clouds or inside this tower, can I? Oh, here it is. Underneath that mushroom thing. Alright. One more. It's gotta be in here. Alright, there. That's the last one. Nice. So let's go back to level select. This level was one of the first that me and Anna prototyped when we were working out the art style and mechanics of the game. Is Anna just like... Anna isn't the proxy for Rania in this game, is she? I don't think she is. It didn't have working explosions the first time. It certainly contrasts with the more peaceful forest levels in the world, so you can tell Matt was involved here. Yeah, it's his specialty. What can I say? I enjoy medieval fantasy and epic battles. Wonder if that's how this game got its name. So let's go and... are there 4 left in here? So am I gonna have to... Is this the one that I'm gonna have to find one on my own? It is. Alright, so... Alright, this is the UFO level. Are there any... Alright, so here's one. And now there's just 3 more, and I should be able to douse for this one. Really liking this cursor. It's funny how, and Slugged has probably heard me complain about this quite a lot over the course of Pokemon Ultramoon, but the dowsing machine, the item finder in more recent Pokemon games are a lot like this, and I can't stand that in those games because I just like the Gens 4 and 5 item finder dowsing machine a lot better, and I feel like having to use the Stoutland search or the other like sniffing related item finders to find hidden items is just a huge pain that I don't want to do. But in this game I really like it. Probably because I don't actually have to move a character, I just have to sort of scan over with my eyes, and like when I pan around with the mouse cursor, just by doing this, it'll start to go off anyway. And it doesn't feel like nearly as much work. Oh, here we go. So 2 more. I should zoom in a little bit, move a little bit slower. I thought that was a gem for a moment. I guess I must have looked in there already. Sorry. What part of the level have I not been over yet? Like, physically been over. I see the food items regenerate when you restart a level. Garbage can, trash panda. Nothing in the beaver den? We've been in there already. Not hearing the pinging go off. Someone left a Game Boy in the tree. Alright, so now I'm hearing the pinging go off. It is somewhere in here. Oh, if I chop this down, is there something behind it? There is. Alright. I wonder if that's also going to be true for the last one, because at this point I still kind of wasn't really paying that much attention to choppable things. I'm noticing on the stream when I move the camera too fast, it like really messes with the compression. So I'm gonna try to avoid doing that. Which is probably just as well, because when I go slowly I'm more likely to find stuff. Alright, that wasn't one of them. I remember that one. Kind of drove me crazy. Orange soda. Oh yes, that ramen. Haven't eaten yet today. Gonna go do that as soon as I finish doing this. That was a target in a different level. Where could the last one be? It's a little more of an industrial looking level than the other ones in this world. Can't quite zoom out. I can almost zoom out enough to fit the entire thing on screen at once. Should I just scan around with the mouse like this until I hear something? That's as good a way to do it as any. I can also use the hints on the gems, but I feel like using the dowsing dousing mechanic is more fun, so I'm gonna do that instead, unless I really can't find it. I didn't think that the thing had that narrow a range of detection, though. Unless it only starts to go off if I hover the cursor for a certain amount of time. I guess it could be that. Those clouds are making armpit noises. Have I been over here yet? Can't really remember. I know that one of them was behind that tree. Maybe I do have to, like, really linger over an area before it'll start to go off. And I am still, like, trying to look with my eyes, but at this point I've been in this level so long between the first stream and this one that, like, it'll kinda... I kind of get used to the things that I'm looking at, and my ability to find things that are out of the ordinary goes down. That's the Team Rocket thing. Oh. Let's see. I can't move the boat. That one's, like, tied down. It seems to be... here? It's gone away out here. Is it, like, inside? Boy. Oh, here it is on that lily pad. Alright. So that was, not well hidden, but well camouflaged. And there's only, I think, this one more that's got any outstanding gems to find in this one. Alright, so... under the frog... close to that, yeah. Let me see. As always, I'm just gonna look in the canopy of the trees to see if I missed anything up here. That one. Green gems, again, often can be found in places like this. I heard... let me see. If I make you move... no? It's a little faster over here. Not there. What about behind this one? Alright, behind that one, indeed. So I just need one more. And... what if there's something in the middle? I think this is around where someone in the comments, it might have been Sled, it might have been No Legs, told me to start chopping the trees. And I started paying attention to those. It's also entirely possible that there are still jars that I haven't smashed yet in this one. Did this hot dog move? That's a weird move for a hot dog float. Pretty sure I looked in there pretty thoroughly. Just for the fun of it. Oh. Are there any other trees I can chop just for the fun of it? You never know. There's not that many moving things in this water here. I think there was a gem on that boat originally. Okay, I hear something. It's gotta be close. Is it in here? It's in there. Alright. I think I might not have noticed that you can unzip those duffel bags until later. Alright, that is the end of World 1, I think. 100% in this one. And I got an achievement for going back to the map screen with that 100%. Alright. Do I want to try and... So I didn't get all the gems in any of the levels here. This one's small. This one should be easy to find, you would think. Not too many places where you could hide stuff in here. Some of the later ones in this level, when there were like 30 gems, I might be working a little bit more for. The palm trees aren't quite as good. There's a inchworm on this one. The palm trees aren't quite as good cover. Is that a Super Mario reference? The palm trees aren't quite as good cover. Oh, there. But obviously that was still good enough to fool me. I don't know. Do you guys want me to go back and try and find the remaining gems and some of the ones that I haven't checked off yet, or is it time to move on? It's 9 out of 13, 18 out of 19, 9 out of 11. 11 out of 16. I missed a lot in some of these later ones. I only missed 4 in the final boss level, apparently. There's just one more here. How long can this take? Again, let's scan the trees just in case there's something obvious that I didn't get. A lot of trees where it could be. A lot of choices here. Don't see anything. You don't mind just looking for gems? Alright. Don't see anything that's like immediately obvious. Is it the head that makes it? There we go.
Meow meow.
This level is bigger, but it's not that big. Surprised I haven't heard the pinger going off yet. There's no other cutaway in the water that I missed, is there? There's that rabbit. Oh yeah, I remember that. That was I think that was the first time that I saw two objects like colliding with each other. Oh no, there was one earlier in World 1 where you got an achievement for making things collide that someone told me to do. I probably wouldn't have thought to do that on my own. At least not for a while. I think there might have been something in that one too earlier. Still can't help shake the feeling that there might be more under here, but if there was, the cursor would be going off, wouldn't it? Where have I not looked yet? Have I looked on this island yet? Or have I not moved the cursor, rather? Oh, that's a badminton birdie, that's not a pearl. Very sneaky, they kind of look similar. What about over here? If I eat the food, eat the kebabs. No, no stealing your food. I think there was something on that one at some point, too. There's definitely stuff up in the palm trees. But it looks like all the gems that might have been there earlier I've already gotten. Things like... There are a couple of regular places where gems hide in these games, in this game. Like, green ones in the grass, or... Like, orange ones in the wood planks and stuff. I've seen a couple of those. That kind of thing. Blue ones by flowers, pretending to be flowers. Good old, mimicry at work with inanimate objects. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, alright, green one in the grass. Very edge of the map. So I think I'm gonna go back to the world map here, and... Alright, there's a lot more in some of these. I think I will not spend too much more time doing this. I think I'll move on to World 3 a little bit. I've been streaming for almost 3 hours. I think I'll keep going for maybe another half hour or so. I think, Wildcat Savannah. I think my voice should hold out for about that long, and then I should go and do other stuff. So this is another spot the difference level. Okay. Should I start on one side? So these two, that's a difference. That's a difference. I remember the first one of these being easier than I thought it was going to be, and I don't exactly know why. This usually is not something I'm very good at either. I don't know if that means I'm gonna have an okay time doing this, or if this is just gonna make me get stuck all the same as some of the other puzzles have been. Eggs above the monkey. The one up here. Oh, here's a gem. There's 10 of those, and apparently one collectible. Oh, you were talking about this one. I was looking at the other screen. Alright, that's another gem. That is an egg that I can chomp on. Why do I feel like I'm gonna have to count the number of flamingos here? That one's got its head up. You are about to be eaten by a crocodile. Oh, there's a card. That one was pretty easy to find. That was just stuck to the giraffe's foot. Kiwi bird, not to be confused with the fruit. This thing is definitely not edible. Do not try to eat the kiwi. That sounds like a challenge. Alright, there's a gem. I saw the shimmer on that one. Otherwise, that one probably would have had me stumped for a while. Small egg and a splatted egg, I think that is. Let's see. Let me go... Alright, that's a yellow gem. Go look down here. Is that a different color? That is a different color. Alright, so just 4 more gems. This one's going faster. 3 more gems. Now the pinger's gonna start working. You have different horns. The red one at the bottom. Again, is that one that I already... I'll come back to that if that turns out to not be something I've already found. These are all the same. Meat. Interact with 20 different types of bugs and insects. Alright. I assume there are more bugs and insects than that. those just happen to be the ones that I happen to have clicked on. And a rhinoceros beetle there. Oh. Okay. Oh, here. I see it. That doesn't have a turret. Okay, so 5 more. Where have I not been yet? Is that a... Okay, so that behind the tree is a gem. That I definitely wouldn't have found without the help of the cursor. Oh, this fish is different. Okay, we are gonna go and continue this level. So is there gonna be one of these in every world or something? I can see that being, crocodile's the same, right? Yeah. I could see there being one of these in every world. There's a tree in one of them and not in the other. That was almost so obvious that I almost didn't see it just because, like, I'm looking for smaller things. But I got to remember that, sometimes they can be very obvious like that. Does that mean... Alright, so behind that one sand slime. So that was the last of the gems. There's 3 more differences. You said something about red one at the bottom, and I don't know if you were talking about a gem or if you were talking about, like, the color of a bird or something. I feel like we already got one flamingo. I feel like that wouldn't be a difference there. I definitely want to zoom in for this though. These trees are, I think, the same. These planks of wood are, I think, the same. This stone bug creature is the same, I think. We'll assume that it's the same. You meant eggs above red monkey? Oh yeah, it's not there in the one. 2 more. Let's see. This I swear I clicked on that one already. I guess I didn't. The number of horns and the length of the horn. And just 1 more. I'm trying to count things like the number of bones, or the shape of the lion's tail, whether or not it has a mane, or whether it's looking in the same direction. We looked at this one already, right? I think we did. The gloop is the same. Bush is missing. I zoomed right into it. See, this is what I mean. Oh yeah, that one. This is what I mean, like, it can be right in front of me and I won't find it. Alright, so that was everything, right? I got all the things, we can move on. Let's see. This level in particular gave us issues with the sound effects. It turns out that it's rather difficult to obtain high-quality sounds made by wild animals. So after some arguments, we decided to get creative. Yeah, we just made up some animal sounds. Some of them are 100% wrong. That's all the percents there are. Improvisation and spontaneity are some of the greatest joys in art and life itself. No, they're just an unfortunate side effect of not planning correctly in advance. We have some conflicting opinions here. It's a good thing you can leave that stuff to me then, Lance. Chaos, yes, I prefer chaos. Creativity is all about going with the flow and seeing where your project takes you. Going into a project with fixed expectations is just gonna lead to frustration. Whatever. So that was the spot the difference. Let's see. So we're moving back to I assume a regular level now. This one's got 2 cards in it. Alright, so we are... The number of things we gotta find is going up here. This one has no music, this is just crickets. Alright. Play with that spyglass. Oh, that was a card? Okay. That's a bird eating a worm. The guinea pigs and chickens I'm gonna have to find. Let me see. And also a scythe. Snake isn't one here, right? No? Oh, cobra snakes I gotta find. Not... That's like a white-headed cobra. There's a cat wearing one of those, like, Turkish, Persian style hats. Onigiri. I think it's onigiri with a hard G. Oh, alright. We'll take it. Just chomp on that chili pepper there. Nothing in there, I think. Oh, we can play music. I'm actually going to turn that off. I like the crickets, I think, in this case. No, wait. Turn off. There we go. Is that a donkey up there? That's not a target. Also, not a target. That's not the first time I've seen one of those stars on top of the tents, I think. That one can move, but there's nothing behind it. Can I go in this house? I can. Alright, that's another card. That looks like Anna something. Alright, so that's Anna the artist. Chicken above the bovine. I assume you mean that one. There's also some jugs of milk. Am I gonna find that by the cows also? Hello. I saw that sparkle. So there is a jug of milk there. I'm not finding as many gems inside pots as I was earlier in the game, I feel like. I feel like we're, the ability to hide things is getting a little more sophisticated. That's another guinea pig. Still haven't found any of the snakes. What is this, like a sea clamp? There's also a lamp. Fancy table lamp. Is that it? I think that's it. Some power tools. Dragon fruit. I can't eat the dragon fruit? That's weird. There doesn't seem to be much outside in this corner. Cobra above the windmill. Above the windmill. This windmill? That's the only windmill I see. I see something shaking. Alright. Oh, here, on the path. Where was I? Was I over here? That's another collectible. There's 19 in this level. It's quite a few more than in some of the other recent ones. Did I look in here yet? Wait. Oh, that was milk. I thought it circled the plant, and the plant isn't on the list. I can't push that carpet out of the way or anything like that. That's a gem. What about in here? Alright, so I looked in these two already, I think. Alright, that's the last one of the milk jugs. And another gem. And I found a couple of those. This is a mobile workstation. Have I only found one of the 3 cobras? Gem to the east of the llama. The llama being... That's not a llama. Oh, guinea pig over here. Where's the last cat? Anyway, where was I? East of the llama? I feel like actually, like, identifying which one of these is supposed to be a llama is going to be harder than it really... Oh, that's a camel. I see the hump. Near the middle. Oh, this one. Oh, here, under the tree. I don't know what I thought that was. I thought it was like a donkey or something, but I think this one's supposed to be a donkey. That one's, heeing and hawing. I still can't find the cat with the hat on it. It's probably behind something if it's not immediately obvious to me, right? That is... I think that's a gem. That's a gem. Like, it's probably hiding behind a tree or something. Oh, I think that's a gem. That is a gem. You didn't react to that. How about... I've checked all the interiors, I think. No, I didn't check all the interiors. Guitars? Would there be a guitar inside? Anything I can click on here to make... Oh, wait, what was that? I didn't see that on the list. What was I supposed to be looking for? Is that just a bone? Well, I need the guitar, I need the scythe, I need a C-clamp, I need 2 chickens and 2 cobras. I feel like the C-clamp is going to be up over here where they're working on whatever that is. It's the same hat, but it's a different cat. What was that? Oh, that was a gem behind the barrel. Here's another one. I saw that glittering. Alright, we're down to the final 3 now. Top right of the windmill. I think that's the one that I just clicked on. I'm doing better on the gems than I am on the targets this time around, which is unusual. Oh, there you are. Alright. What about chickens? That's one of the chickens. We are going to stay here. I don't see the C-clamp around here, which is where I would have expected to find it. And maybe that's why. That's another cobra. Where else? Like, maybe inside one of the houses? I need 1 chicken and 1 cobra. I hear a, Oh, down here. There we go. Left of the red tent. Oh, on the ground. Alright. Even that one's trying to blend in with the planks with the colors there. Very very clever game. So the scythe, I assume this is gonna be like standing up on a wall or something, but it might not be. Guitar feels like it should be around like characters, but also again it might not be. I heard one. Is there something like in this tree? It's getting faster down here. I seem to have gone past it. Alright, in that jar. Have I looked inside the windmill yet? I have not. Alright, there's a scythe. I've not looked inside the windmill yet. So that's the last of the gems. I need 3 more targets. Now have I opened all the interiors? Next to the water barrel. Not these. This one? I don't see it here. The big water barrel, or the big water barrel. And lastly, there's a chicken and a cobra. And that's it. It's not that cobra, different color. Where else would I find a chicken? Probably, this one was behind something. This one was inside the chicken coop. It's probably, the last one's probably also behind something, right? Cobra. I forget if I checked that one or not. Oh, you did specify the giant water barrel. Yeah. Yeah, I like the night theme. I don't remember off... I think I tried that one before. I don't remember off the top of my head if there were any other night-themed... Oh, there's the Cobra. If there were any other night-themed levels in the previous worlds, but... like the spot the difference levels, I think I would be happy if... Oh, there's the last chicken. Alright. That wasn't that hard. I think I would be happy if there was 1 or 2 of those per world, too. Anyway. Hey, Lance! Yes, mattress. The cats. What about the cats? The cats! They seem fine now. The issue was just in those first 2 levels. Oh, looks good now. Why the suspense then? I'm gonna take a nap. The energy drinks aren't helping anymore. Yeah, that's relatable. So, should I call it here? Speaking of taking naps, I think I will, maybe not take a nap, but I've got duck stuff to do, so I think I'm gonna go do that for a while instead. Let's see, before I go, I can go and claim the rewards for some of these achievements. And find every goal in easy mode. Does that include the goals in normal mode? So, like, if I were to play in easy mode, would I... Or if I were to play in normal mode, would that automatically collect everything in easy mode too? That might be worth checking later. But anyway, let's just go and spend under or waste some of our money on different interface skins. So we can turn the game orange. I do think I like the default coloring better, but we'll see. And I've got enough for 1 more. Doesn't really matter which order I buy them in, I don't think. They all kind of look the same. I can't afford the thing. Yeah, let's go with that. I could also blow money on another filter. I can turn everything, like, slightly blue, slightly orange, slightly normal, slightly nothing. Alright, well... Yeah, I think I'm gonna end this off here, so to everyone, Sledge, who was talking quite a lot, Ron Briscoe, anyone else who was here but not saying anything, thanks for stopping by. I probably will not do this again until next week, maybe Monday and Wednesdays, until I finish the game. Until then, I will continue my regular uploads, Game Maker stuff and game playing stuff, and I hope you enjoy your time here. And until then, I think I will see you all later.